feel? Did your hand get tired? Did you were you able to do it nonstop?
I was in pain after like the first minute.
Yeah, it gets really, really tiring really quickly, which is interesting because I always, at one point, like after the second or third minute, I'm like, my hand hurts now. Like, and every single exercise that I do, I end up saying my hand hurts, which I guess is good because it's what I'm feeling in that moment, right? Did any of you come up with anything interesting that sort of surprised you? Tosin? Did you want to share something? I'm sorry, I saw you raise your hand.
I came up with something interesting, I think. I used one word in the beginning, and I just went based with that again.
So you used one word to lead you into the whole what you were gonna write into your whole text.
Yeah, one word to set the tone.
What was that word?
Apologize.
Apologize. That's great. Would you like to share one phrase with us that was your favorite? And then I'm gonna ask you.
Want me to share the whole thing, or?
Just share like something that your favorite part.
Yeah, I should start to socialize, not hide away till death arrives.
I should start to socialize, and then what was it? Sorry.
Not hide and wait till death arrives.
Awesome. That's a great phrase. Would you mind putting it on the chat? And I'm going to ask all of you to put your favorite, maybe two or three phrases onto the chat. And then Britt is going to do us a favor and put it on the Google Doc so that we can start to get some stuff together. We have this doc where we're going to internally recollect some of the phrases so that we can start to sort of songwrite together, see if there's any common threads between the things that we wrote, because at the end of the day, we are in this same shared space. And so maybe some of the energies, who knows, maybe some of the energies crept into Zoom and we ended up writing some stuff that is connecting us, you know? So please share some of your phrases. I'm gonna add my own, actually. And it doesn't have to be complete sentences either. Like, I opened this old notebook that's been sitting on my shelf for like 5 years probably, and that's what I'm writing on. So I came up with something like the smell of old paper. Does anybody know that smell when you open an old book? And it's like, oh, I love that smell. So I put that on there. Let us know, sort of raise your hand when you've put in your phrases. You're done, you're done, you're done. Or rather, if we have to wait a little longer, also let us know. If you're having a hard time picking, you can always choose your first phrase, your last phrase. Perhaps your favorite phrase. And so I want to give out an assignment right now as sort of, don't look at it as like a homework, but more like as a prompt to get inspired in this way. And so start to think about when you start making music, maybe to write your own song for change, you know, take the time over the next few months. We're going to be having spending a lot of time at home. You have your instruments with you. and write a song for change. Well, that can mean a lot of different things to different people. How have you personally changed during this quarantine? How are you feeling differently? Are your family dynamics different? Do you like being at home? Is it hard to be with your parents all day? Just whatever you're feeling right now, try to put it into music. Did you read maybe an article in the news that made you really sad? Did you see a story? I was seeing a video of an old lady, her birthday, I think her 80th birthday in Spain. She was in quarantine, and all of her neighbors, just the whole block, started to sing happy birthday at exactly the same time. And the lady starts crying. She's alone at home. She lost her husband, and that sort of inspired the song. So just for the next time we meet, we're planning, of course, on meeting again. Start to write your own song, regardless of what we end up coming with right now. Morley, do you want to chime in at all?
Oh, I love that exercise so much. Anybody else love that exercise? I loved it. I love it. I I couldn't do the whole thing because my mother needed something in the other room, so I had to go and leave. But I love that. I love that style of freeing the subconscious. And I think like what Renee just said, like, you know, the song of change can be how things are changing just in your thoughts and in your environment, in your room. Like, how's the air different now that you're home like this? How do you feel in your room? What does your room mean to you? Is it, or do you, some of us don't have our own rooms right now. Some of us don't have the, um, you know, certain things, access to our own space in this time. And what does that feel like? Have you found new space inside? Have you actually found a new room in your mind that you go to, a place? What does it look like? What does it feel like? What colors are there? That is something cool to add to what we'll be working on. Yeah, and I'm excited to get this PDF. They're going to send it now. Did you get it, Renee?
Yes, I have it. So I was thinking maybe we can choose a few of those phrases and put them to music. I'm going to read some of them out loud so we can start picking and choosing. What do you think of that, Morley?
I love that. I just haven't gotten it yet, but I guess you've sent it, Britt. You sent it to me already? Or are we just going to read off the chat?
We've been bruised, one of the phrases says. I like that. I think we have been bruised as a world, and we weren't expecting it, you know? It's like we were like running and then we tripped, you know? Like nobody saw this coming. And even if we did, when it started in China, we didn't know. Like I feel like nobody around me took it seriously until it was literally in Italy. And because of how much exchange there is between New York and Europe, I feel like that when I saw it in Europe, I was like, that's it. Like it's here. Did anybody else feel that way, or did you get scared when you saw it in China?
I got scared when they shut down school. There was no prom, no graduation.
You got scared when it was actually here?
Yeah.
So I kind of like that phrase, Morley. I should start to socialize is also a good one. And that's such a good realization now, right? Now that you are not being able to have your regular life. Haunted by demons of our past mistakes. The books that have never gotten opened and the phone that never go shut off. This quarantine is dragging me down farther than I had ever gone. The colder in my room is not something I want to feel anymore. Worked so hard for this, took my time with it, but it's been so long since I've had this validation. Reading what they say until my smile fades, it's all because of my creations. Dogs at my door, guitar on my right, water on my left, using my brain power all the time, songs every day, tired. They told us to go on virtual tours, but how am I supposed to decide where I'm going to leave my home when I can't leave? I'm falling into my bad sleeping habits again. Oh, that was me, sorry. I'm like, wait, that sounds familiar. Bright colors cluttering every corner on my brain. We've been bruised, we've been failed. Did two different people write we've been bruised?
No, so I accidentally I typed "we've been bruised" even though I meant to type "we've been bruised, we've been failed." That's what
Oh,
I
okay.
intended.
I thought it was like, oh wow, we did connect. I should start to socialize, not hide and wait till death arrives. These people just demoralize me. All they do is criticize. To feed our soul, to spread warmth, to ease our heart. I'd be happy to have you pick a phrase, Morley. I don't know how you feel about that.
Sure. There's just so many great things. And I think what we could do is use everything here at some point.
Mm-hmm.
But today, maybe we just choose a few things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that's a very powerful line. I should start to socialize, not hide, and wait till death arrives. These people just demoralize. I mean, that's a very powerful,
I agree. I think it's a very strong starting phrase.
yeah. And then I have no idea what I'm doing, even though it seems like I have everything under control for the following phrase.
Right, even though it seems like I have. So let's put that together, sort of right next to each other. I should start to socialize, not hide and wait till death arrives. These people just demoralize me. All they do is criticize. I have no idea what I'm doing, even though it seems like I have everything under control.
We've been bruised. Oh,
Yes, I like we've been bruised. There's a second part to it, though. What
right.
was
The
that?
second part is great too. We've been bruised. We've been, what was it? Coleman?
We've been failed.
Failed. You better talk about it.
I kind of like that for a chorus, to be honest with you. We've been bruised, we've been failed. Like, it's very strong. And I personally have begun to learn. I'm so wordy. Have you noticed that? I've
Yeah, I got a
noticed
question
that.
real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are we gonna get this video that you write in? This little thing.
Rebecca?
Yeah, we can send it. I'll format it a little nicer.
Sure. Let's. What do you say we put some stuff together, Morley, in a sense that feels orderly, and then we can send it.
Yeah, because you all have all these right now in your chat. Like everyone has the same thing. We're just putting some of these phrases. Yes. So the ending, where we got to is we've been bruised, we've been failed. And you were just saying that you're a wordy what?
Yeah, I was saying I've learned that that sometimes the chorus needs to be just a very short, strong punchline. It doesn't have to. There's no rules, right? There's no rules. But the parts that the place where I am right now in my songwriting is trying to keep it down to maybe 2 phrases at the most. Because sometimes my choruses can seem like more verses. it's like a verse with a higher pitch, but then I'm like, no, like let's make it short. So if you are okay with that.
But I also wanted to add some of the if we could, if this is cool, if we could add the following line: to feed our soul, to spread warmth, ease our heart, and then the line about not necessarily the whole thing, but then also the line that talks about see the dreams that I dream, hope it comes to, like see the dreams that I dream, and just stop there.
Where are you? Would you mind copy pasting that into the?
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you want to add that to the actual chorus?
Well, I don't know. We could do that, or
we can. I'm just asking is that what you're proposing?
Because I'm also seeing that I've started opening the windows just to feel the warmth in light. It's comforting as it is bright. Like just something about luminosity, to put some luminous
in the chorus. Yeah, so that it's not as dark.
Just because what we're all dealing with is darkness is also just the unknown, right? We can't see in the dark, and
right.
to surrender to that. All of us have to surrender to that a little bit right now, but we also have to stay luminous. We have to stay bright, and the creativity is our power. It's a martial art. It's our medicine. It's just like it's fierceness. So I think it's important to add that. Yeah. So you've selected it. Maybe
I kind of like this for the starting of the next if you want to keep that in the chorus. Maybe to feed our soul too. So are you saying we've been bruised, we've been failed. I've started opening the windows.
Just to feel the warmth and light.
It is all as comforting as it is bright.
I think maybe, yeah. Let's just grab that just for now.
Okay.
Just we can have that as then that's the chorus, or and then we have the whole song. It starts as I should start to socialize, and then it ends with as bright.
So how about we've been bruised, we've been failed as a pre-chorus?
Yeah, I love that.
And then I've started opening the windows just to feel the warmth in light is the chorus, as well as it's all as comforting as it is bright. For now.
Whoever wrote that, are you cool if we take out I've started? Who wrote that? Is it cool to say who wrote it?
Yeah, I mean, it's up to them if they want to volunteer, right?
Who wrote I've started opening windows?
Oh, I did.
Okay, Trinity, are you cool if we take out I've started?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
It's automatic. I just
Okay.
took it off. Opening the windows, just opening the windows. Maybe that's right. Just like a phrase, opening the windows.
Yeah, we
And
can
then-
say up, opening windows to feel warmth, light, warmth. You know what I mean?
Opening windows
Mm-hmm.
to feel, maybe
So weird.
like that. Opening windows to feel the warmth and light. How about that?
Yeah, that's awesome.
I like it. So this is the part, sometimes does it happen to you all that you hear a melody in your head? You're doing like whatever, like you're doing dishes or you're like eating or you're like about to jump on the subway and this melody just like strikes you and you're like, I have to, either write it down or record it. It happens to me all the time and it's always in the most inconvenient of places and times,
Yeah.
and sometimes I have those like just lying around and I recommend that you always keep them if you're not already doing that. Because sometimes you can have a great phrase like this, opening windows to feel the warmth and light. And you're like, I don't know, I'm not very inspired. Like, so if you have those, you can just plug them in and see if they work, Right now we're trying to work from scratch. So does everybody, let's vote. Do you think this should be a faster tempo song or a slower tempo song?
Slow.
Slow.
All right, that's
Slow.
Slow, medium. Somebody said medium. Slow. How about medium slow?
Like, let it have its kind of fast moments, but it's chill.
Cool.
Like this quarantine.
So like maybe around 80, something like that. Or I don't even know what, I guess it's very relative, right? Fast or slow is a very relative way to put it. But I think it should flow. I think it should be very flowy in the chorus. And maybe it could start like dark. Because, I should start to socialize. Could be dark. And I'm thinking minor. Maybe
Right.
we could do like a major. We can go major for the chorus.
Yeah.
What do you
Okay,
think of that?
I'm gonna jump in here super quick because number one, this process right here is beautiful and incredible, and I'm so enjoying watching this, and I think it's important for everyone to be seeing this in motion. It's fantastic. Anyone who has to leave exactly at 7, I just want to let you know we're gonna do this song making together right now in a small capsule. You guys are superheroes. I don't know how you're doing this, but I'm excited about what's about to happen. But we are going to have a couple people share songs for everyone to sing and play along. And Morley and Renee are going to stay after 7 if you guys want to hang out, ask questions. But I just want to tell you two, if we can try to keep this to literally like just 3 minutes right now.
Okay, great, sure.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let you got the guitar. Renee, you got your guitar. You have an idea of which note, which chord, minor?
I mean, I feel like if we keep it really simple and not go too crazy, let's do like A minor, right?
Okay. Cool.
I should start to socialize and not hide. So I like to start usually in my verses, not super like in my higher register. I like to start in my mid register.
That's beautiful.
Maybe I'm not hide. No, I think death needs to be a dark chord.
That's beautiful.
Way to death arrives. I don't know. How do you feel about that, Morley? Happy to hear other suggestions too.
I should start to socialize, not hide, and wait till death arrives. These people just demoralize me. All they do is criticize. I have no idea what I'm doing, even though it seems like I have everything under control.
I should start to socialize and not hide, and wait till death arrives. I think we should record this. Somebody's recording this, right?
Yeah, she's recording.
Yeah, Britt.
We are recording it, and Brandon and Dan also have hands up. Is that to contribute to the song?
Yay. Michael.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Sorry. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, me? Oh.
Yeah.
So, where were you start? I was going with what she was singing with, and then maybe you could, if you said you wanted that death to be a minor chord, maybe D minor instead of, so I'm going G to D, maybe it could be G, D minor, A minor, sorry. So maybe it could flow like that.
So A minor to G to D minor to A minor?
I was going A minor to C to G to D or D minor to A minor. So
I think D minor is what Renee was singing too. That's pretty. That's
Okay.
pretty. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
let's do it.
That's what I heard in your guys' voices at least. So that's what I thought flowed with the song. So just
Yeah, let's do D minor. I like that.
Could I put in my 2 cents if that?
Same.
if okay, so I was thinking for the chord progression, I know you guys have one, but I like oopsie, sorry. Oopsie. Wait, hold on, what's going on? Don't stare at me. Maybe something like that. Cause I know you guys were kind of just going up and then like that half step back. Da 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 da, or something like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to sing? Do you want to sing on top of what you're playing so we get a sense of?
Yeah.
Well, what are the again? The first lyrics. Oh, the chat. Okay, I'll just go to the chat.
Here, I'll put them on the chat. I just put them on there all together.
Oh,
I should start to socialize, not hide, and wait till death arrives.
I should start to socialize, not wait and hide, wait for death to arise. These people just determinize me. All they do is criticize.
Hey, what do you say we start rhyming with me? Sorry, the way you sang it, it almost made me want to hear me again. Because we've been already rhyming with socialize, arrives.
Yeah.
And so if we do demoralize, criticize, we're keeping the same A rhyme scheme. But we could also do AABB, like I should start to socialize, not hide, and wait till death arrives. These people just demoralize me. All they do is criticize me. Although it changes the meaning.
Okay.
Well, a rhyme for me, which rhymes with me, and it wouldn't fit rhythmically yet, but it could be like, these people just demoralize me. All they do is criticize what they see, which doesn't quite rhythmically work, but lyrically it could make me rhyme with something.
And I think you don't always have to have the same amount of syllables. Sometimes, and this is like a tested and tried tip that I like to give out. I read it in a book by Pat Pattison, who is an amazing songwriter. He says when you make the last line in a verse longer than the rest of the lines in that verse, what you're doing is shining a big light on those last extra added syllables that you tagged on to the square structure of it. So we're saying all they do is criticize what they see,
or something along those lines. I don't know.
We can add a little piano in there. A little piano thing.
I see Brandon has his hand up.
Yeah, I have a. Hold on, let me get my mic. So,
Alright,
I have a different idea for chord progression, where it starts out with what you were doing, where you're going like some A minor to like G. I think you were doing C, or no, you were doing something like B diminished. But going
yeah, it
to
was
E,
B half diminished. It was B half diminished.
Yeah, B half diminished, and then going to E right after. So it would be something like start to socialize, not hide, and wait till death arrives. Something like that. Something cool like that. Something like, and I feel like it's kind of grooving too, so it like has something kind of with it. But that was just my suggestion.
I like that. Have you noticed how the song sounds so different every time somebody else starts to try to sing it? It's like so beautiful.
It's amazing that we are, with Renee's exercise, bringing our feelings to one page and then finding ourselves, a reflection in it, and our own expression through it. It is amazing that it is the actual teaching for being a human being. It's actually the best way to be a human being, to find how we can find our reflection and ourself and what someone else is experiencing. Even if it's something we don't appreciate.
This has been incredible, absolutely incredible. It is 2 minutes to 7. I can't believe what a journey we've been on this whole time. That song could take another half hour, and everyone's richness and inputs. I'm blown away, and I personally needed this very, very much this week. So I want to give Evie and Brandon an opportunity to share a song that's impacted them. Renee and Morley, I hate to cut you off. This has been...
No, please. I already spoke everything that I had to.
Yeah, no worries. This is good.
One of you has contributed. It's been an amazing thing to watch in my little chat thing. I think what should happen right now is that Evie and Brandon will share a song. Renee and Morley, I know you have songs to share also. We could hang out after 7 if people have questions about writing, or you guys can play some more after. But I definitely want to give them a chance to share, and everyone a chance to play along with them. Again, and however you can, given the latency and all that crap, but just play along.